Okay, it's that time. The valedictorian is a student. It's been chosen by his peers this year, and they look up to him. They really cherish his qualities, and he shows us a lot of student leadership. This year's valedictorian recipient is Zachary Murray.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the class of 2014 at our graduation celebration. For us, our journey at Glen Cedar is coming to an end. For some of us, this journey has lasted for a full decade. For others, this journey has only lasted for a few months. Despite our different experiences, we are all here and would love to welcome all family, friends, and Glen Cedar staff in celebrating this very special time with us. Our day has finally come. It feels like just yesterday that we came into grade 8, not knowing what to expect. But now, with the help of friends, family, and teachers, we're ready to move on to the next level in our education and the next stage in our lives. We'll all miss Glen Cedar, and we can't help but remember the amazing things we all did together, and all the great things we achieved as a group of not only classmates, but friends. For most of us, it's not goodbye forever, as we'll still see each other when walking down the halls of our high school, in the neighborhood, or meeting up at places like this school. Glen Cedar Public School. It's like a second home for all of us. Being in a small school is great. We may not have as many friends to talk to or play with outside during recesses, but because there's so few kids in grade 8, we all get to know each other very well. Throughout the many years we spent at the school, we've all spent hours upon hours improving ourselves academically and finding ourselves emotionally. Over all these years, each and every one of us have developed an individually unique character, and we've all started maturing and becoming what we want to be. As we finish our final days at Glen Cedar, we should all reflect on the memories that we've experienced as a class. Who could forget the grad trip we went on, and how we just started to talk to people on the street, and how we just went to random stories, how we just went up to the CN Tower and just chilled up there on the glass floor. Who could forget the curling trips we went on, and how we were all surprised by how much fun a seemingly boring sport was. There are so many fun school events that nobody could forget. Things like wacky hair and hat days, play days and assemblies. There were also dance-a-thons that nobody would dance at, and best of all, the fun fairs and book fairs that we'll all remember as being one of the highlights of our year. I mean, it's hard to believe that we went from being the kids who needed lunch monitors and big buddies to lunch monitoring classes and having little buddies. All the years here have been so amazing, and I can't believe it's come to an end so quickly. It seems like just yesterday they stepped into Miss Fleeser's class, not knowing that I was in for 8 years of fun and excitement. I can't thank all my teachers enough for making our final year here an amazing experience. What truly made all of our teachers fun, though, was the fact that they all had their own distinct personalities and that they were so much fun to be around. I would like to thank all the staff that took time away from their lives to run extracurricular activities such as sports teams and clubs. I know that during my time at the school, I had so much fun participating in the activities that were set up for us. I'd like to especially thank our homeroom teacher this year, Mr. Sharper. Thank you for always working so hard to help us learn and making the class a much more entertaining place. You truly make learning fun, and personally, I think that you're an amazing teacher. I would like to thank our principal, Ms. Daniel. I hope that all your years to come at Glen Cedar are as good as your first one was. And lastly, I would like to thank Ms. Boyne for your many years of bringing a smile to every child's face when they walk through the front door. And as you wrap up your final year at this school, I would like to not only say thank you on behalf of the class, but on behalf of the school. We are all now moving into another chapter in our lives, quickly but carefully unraveling the path to our future. We now have enough power to make our own choices, and with that power, many very important choices have to be made. Which classes am I going to choose for high school? Am I going to be going to college or university after high school? What job do I want to spend the rest of my life doing? It all seems so quickly approaching, and it seems like we have to make all these choices now. And that's not entirely true. We have years to prepare. I'm sure that it seems hard now, but there'll be people to help us, and not everything's going to come fast and sudden. We'll slowly conquer all the obstacles that people throw at us. On the other hand, it's really good to think about our choices in life, so that way we have an idea of where we want to go once all the opportunities open up to us in high school. We'll then be able to discover what our interests are and make a decision based on what we like to do. Not what our teachers or friends want us to do, not what our parents want us to do, but what we want to do. As the next generation to enter this world, we have to explore and keep an open mind about everything we do. Taking chances isn't always simple or easy. We will all have to see it as look into the future with an open mind and see it as a chance to try new things. Fail in something. Have weaknesses. All these things will help develop us into the young adults we need to be in order to carve new paths in society. So graduates, I encourage you, don't be a follower. Be a leader and put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to walk the opposite way of the crowd, and maybe people will start walking with you. You can be who you want to be. The athlete who scores the winning point, the scientist who discovers a cure that will save many people, the officer who saves a complete stranger's life. Be who you want to be. Life is just a canvas waiting to be painted on, and we're all the painters. Life is what you choose to make of it, and we should all jump at every opportunity we have. Graduates, if I could tell you one thing, and one thing only right now, it would be stay true to yourself and never give up hope. Shoot for the moon, knowing that if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Thank you and good night.